Warning, this will be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the feature film yet, just go to your local theater and go see a film, and then come back. And then like, share, and subscribe. And then tell all your friends. And then send me $1 billion. Okay. Hey everyone. I hope your week has been doing great. My weekend has been not so great. My capture card appears to be no longer working, so I might have to take a break on playing the Halo games, which is fun. I can do some reviews, I can do some artwork, we can do some other stuff. There's so many stuff to do on my channel, so why not? But today we are doing a movie review of Woman in the Yard. Warning, this will be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the feature film yet, just go to your local theater and go see a film, and then come back. And then like, share, and subscribe. And then tell all your friends. And then send me $1 billion. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I watched the feature film. And do I like it or not? You have to continue to watch it to see. So after watching the trailer, which I watched the trailer at least once or twice before going in, I had this feeling that this movie, and based on the name, I had this feeling this movie is gonna be close to like The Woman in Black, which came out a couple years ago. I thought, for half a second, I thought it might be a sequel, but no, it's not. Nothing to do with that franchise. This is new stuff altogether. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm looking through my notes. Okay, so like I said, I thought it'd be more similar to like The Woman in Black, but it's not. I had a feeling that it was gonna be more like a demon possession, or about a family going into a house, like moving to a house where there's something else, something evil living in there, and then that's gonna be an issue. Nope, none of that as well. And then my worries, I will talk about my worries. My worry was about this film being very similar to a Jordan Peele's film. Because after watching the trailer, it felt like they was going to try to mimic or copy how Jordan Peele's make his films, and how most of his films have this like meaning overall, which in a way they did copy. I don't say copy, but in a way it did still remind me of that. Yeah, like I really thought it would have. I had a feeling going in it was going to be like a movie with a deeper meaning, which it was. So let's see. Okay, so the film start. Let's jump into the film. The film starts with the main character. She's in bed and she's watching a video on her phone, and the video is her and her husband just simply laying in bed talking about the future that they want, and talking about the new house they just bought. Not long after, the son come in, he's opening up the shades, he's trying to get his mom out of bed. They have chores to do because they're living on a farm, and the sister downstairs, the little sister, need to be taken care of, and things need to get done. So she does eventually. She struggles, but she eventually does get out of bed. She comes downstairs. She helps the son take care of the daughter. This is after the son already did all his chores, like feed the chickens, and he did a couple other things I can't remember. And then so they're in the kitchen, they're taking care of stuff, and not too long after, we see the woman in the yard. So it doesn't take long for us to just get into the main point of the movie. The woman, I mean, it's called The Woman in the Yard. They not BS, and they almost immediately show that woman in the yard. The son noticed. So then the mom goes outside. She confronts the woman in the yard. She say a bunch of creepy stuff. She say a bunch of odd stuff. Was make the mom go try to start up her car, try to get out of there. She was smart. Oh, they established in the film, right at the beginning of the film, that the power is completely out, which is a very part important plot point of the movie because it show you that like the power's out, her phone's dead, the son's phone's dead, so there's no way to like just call somebody. I think they established that because they know viewers will see this and be like, well, why didn't they just call somebody if they need help? Why didn't they just, you know, call the cops or whatever, or call a friend or just something? But they established her phone's dead, the power's out, and there's no like she got neighbors, but they like miles down. Like they live in this type of like neighborhood where like there's a house here and then you have to go miles down for the next house. So they established that way at the beginning of the feature film, which is good because then that makes you. This movie's very isolated. They isolate to this little house, and there's not even that many actors if you think about it, because there's the mom, the son, the daughter, the woman in the black. No, sorry. Well, she has been black, ironically, but no, the woman in the yard, the dad, and they knocked off the dad way before the feature film. Sorry, that is probably a big spoiler. Probably shouldn't even say it, but yeah, they knocked off the dad before the movie even started. Like that's the main reason why the mom is in the depressing mood that she's in, unfortunately. And they do kind of, well, I'm not gonna say calm. They definitely let you know how he ended up getting knocked off, but they kind of do. They hint to it at first, and then they discuss it a little bit later on in the movie. Let's see where I'm at. Sorry, give me a second. So yeah, the woman yard did not take long to appear. I already established that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading the notes, but I was trying to keep where I'm at. Where I'm at. So yeah, when we confront her, she go back inside. Eventually, okay, she go back inside. She tries to keep her son and her daughter away from the windows. Try to keep them distracted. Try to keep them doing something. The son is invested. Like he want to know why is woman out there, what is going on, and so he's questioning every little thing was mom doing or saying or whatever, and they kind of butt heads because of it. They get into it because like he like I need to know what's going on. Oh, the woman in the yard, she does have like supernatural powers. Yeah, we'll call them supernatural powers because she got the ability to manipulate her shadow where she can take her shadow and touch physical things. And so as the film goes on, you see the woman in the yard. She come like she's not even moving really. She's in a chair in the yard, but each time they look out there, she's more closer to the house. Like just more and more closer to the house as it's getting like closer and closer to dark or night, she's closer and closer to the house. Okay, yeah. By the way, I am purposely leaving out quite a bit of information. I'm trying to do this thing where like I state enough information so you understand the feature film while giving you too much information where you like, well, what's the point even watching at this point? Just in case you didn't watch and you want to watch someone's review for some odd reason. But just in case of that, like I said, I recommend people not watch this review and just go out and see the film yourself. Even if I say at the end it's really good, or if I say it's really bad, I think people should always watch the movie themselves because just because I like it, you might not like it, and if you like it, vice versa. You get my point. Like I might hate it, and you might like it. Who knows? You never knows these things. So I always strongly recommend, man, just go out and watch the film itself, unless you really, really not into the premise. Like I will say, watch the trailer. Like some movies today, I will say this: some movies today show way too much in the trailer. So I understand why some people like I'm not watching the trailer for a feature film, but I would say at the very least watch the teaser trailer or watch the first trailer. The first trailer typically don't show too much. It's the second and possibly third if they have a third trailer. They'll be showing way too much. So just watch the first trailer at the very least, or read. Just read what it's about. Like I said, it got a deeper meaning, and just I would say this film to me doesn't feel traditionally like a horror film. Like it feels, or at least it isn't by the end of it when it has this deeper meaning. In a way, it doesn't feel like a traditional horror film. It's not like a slasher film, or it's not a demon possession type of film. It's actually kind of it's a weird film at the end of the day because like it's about something very specifically. And I will tell you, but I'm gonna tell you at the very end of this review. Excuse me. Okay, so there is one thing I want to say that's kind of bad about this film, but it's also bad about the overall issue I have with excuse me, with horror films, and that is the jump scares. I am sick of the fake. I'm gonna call them fake jump scares because it's not even a scary thing. What they're doing, overly using, is turning that volume like all to the max. They turn the music all the way up to the max, and then have a character just simply like slam into something, like slam their hand down on the desk, or slam the door, or slam the window. And so you kind of do jump from it, but it's mainly because it's like it's so loud that it kind of hurts your ears just ever so slightly. So like I find that to be like kind of annoying. It does that quite a bit in the film, and it gets annoying to me because I'm like, it's not scary, it's just annoying. Like to keep hearing someone slam something really loud. So I find that to be very annoying overall. So I'm gonna get to the deeper meaning. Deeper meaning, again, this is a big spoiler to the movie. So again, if you don't want to know, just get the hell out of here. So the deeper meaning of this film is suicide. Basically, the main character, the mom, she is so depressed that she manifests a entity that is going after her because she wants to kill herself. And so once she realizes that, I felt, at least for me, weirdly enough, like for me, once you realize that's what the movie's about, it becomes not scary anymore. And like it wasn't real, that's scary in the first place, but it becomes most certainly not scary because she's like, well, she was 100% control of the situation. Because, well, in the sense that like she had, like, ultimately it was her choice to end her life or continue on. But the entity, which I think it was basically the embodiment of death. It was like it was pushing her to do it, but it was like at the end of the day you have to like make your decision. Like it put the gun in her hand. Well, it's like this is big spoilers. It does put the gun in her hand. It does like kind of push her towards it, but it did like back off. It was like you gotta make decisions, kind of type of thing. So before I go into how I feel, well, I went into how I feel, but how I'm gonna rate the movie. I need to establish a rating system for that for like for my channel in general. So here it is. At the very top, we have full price. It's when the movie is so. I think at that point I probably must love the movie. I think you should. I strongly recommend you go out and see it like as like today at full price. The price of the film doesn't matter. It just I'm so sorry about that. Excuse me. Full price. I think you should go out and see it. It's an amazing film. Loved it. Matinee. Oh, I'm also gonna give. I'm gonna rate it also like in like to get an idea of how it is. I'm also going to put numbers to it. So full price will be something like 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Matinee will be right under that. And that's a movie like I'm still saying it's good, but I'm recommending it to be like you go matinee. And that's typically like early in the day where the prices for the tickets are cheaper, or even go on Monday bargain. Well, I don't know how it is in other states, but I know here in Cleveland, our bargain day is Monday, where it's like $5 for tickets. Underneath that is bargain bin. That's reference of like when you go into Walmart or Target or like any of those type of stores, you have like a bin of just DVDs and they dirt cheap, like $3, $5, something along lines of that. So I'm with matinee, no, not matinee, sorry, bargain bin. I'm just like go and watch the movie home one way or another. You can rent it, you can buy it digitally, which I wouldn't recommend necessarily. Um, or you can buy it on DVD, which will be very cheap. Straight trash. Oh, did I mention the rating for that? Okay, so matinee is 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, or 6 out of 10. Bargain bin is 5 out of 10, which is like half of no half there. Like it's an okay film. It's a good film, sort of. It's okay, but best to, you better off seeing it at home because you probably won't get pissed off if you go down to your local theater and waste money, time, and effort to watch a movie. Let's see underneath the bargain bin would be straight trash, which is mean like I wasted my time watching it. I would not recommend the movie. Like I think it's very bad at that point. Like it's wasting your time. It's something you might want not even go see unless you want to. Like you obviously you can go see whatever movie you want to see, but I wouldn't recommend it. My point is, which would be like a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. But my last rating, like the final rating that I can give a film, the most crappiest, like I strongly don't recommend, is the Thanos snap. And basically, I'm saying it's so bad that I don't think it shouldn't have been made. It's so bad that if I had the gauntlet, I'll snap out of existence. And that is 2 out of 10 and 1 out of 10. So for this film, I'll have to give it a matinee. Because even though personally I did like the film, it does have some flaws. And plus, there were some questions that I felt like they just wasn't answered. But at the end of the day, I feel like it was interesting watching it. And, and I know some people will like it, and then some other people might not like it because it is ultimately about suicide. And I know some people are not going to be comfortable watching a feature film that is about that. So that's the main reason why I think it's I'll say a matinee. Something that you could see in the theaters. Um, it's a matinee, but it's close to rental. If I'm not rental, bargain bin. I'm not gonna lie. I'm basing my movie chart off of a other YouTuber I really like, Double Toasted. Shout out to Double Toasted because I'm kind of copying them in a way. That's why I'm also keep saying rental, bargain bin. I do. It's a fun movie. No, not fun. It's a movie that I would say it was interesting watching in the theater, but there's no real reason to watch it in theaters. You can easily watch this at home and get the same experience. So But I do like going to the movies enough where I am going to say it's a matinee. But it's very close to a bargain bin, if I'm be honest. So that is my review. Thank you guys for clicking my video. I know this video probably a little bit cringe. I probably am stuttering way too much or whatever. But thank you. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for caring enough to like. Thank you for caring enough to watch. Is there any movie reviews you would like to see me do in the future, or old movies or new movies? Just stay in the comment section. And thank you for watching. I already said that like 1,000 times. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.